Hi and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 10 things that you can declutter from your kitchen right now. And I'm also going to share some of my favorite kitchen organizing tips, including the most important one, which is how to zone your kitchen to make it really functional so it stays tidy all the time. So this video is a collab called a Clutter-Free January, where every week Dawn from The Minimal Mom and a whole bunch of amazing YouTubers are going to put together different videos to help you declutter different spaces. I'm gonna put a link down below to the playlist so you can watch everybody's videos about decluttering their kitchen and learn all their helpful tips so you can have a clutter-free January. If you're new to my channel, I'm Cass from Clutterbug. I offer organizing, decluttering, and simple homemaking tips, especially if you're like me and you've just always felt messy your whole life or you struggle to adult some days. I got you. And all through January, I have a ton of new videos coming out showing you simple ways that you can get organized for any space, including paper. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss those. So let's jump into the 10 things you can declutter from your kitchen right now. Right off the bat, mugs. Listen, if you have the mug that is just too tiny to actually hold your coffee, like I do, why are you holding on to it? Because it's so cute. It's a almost, now you may speak, so I'm holding on to this mug because it's adorable. Also, rise and shine, mother cluckers. I mean, the saying is everything. The mug, not so much. It actually does not hold my Keurig. Like it doesn't hold, it will overflow every time. So these are completely useless, but I hold on to them just out of cute factor, no more. It's gonna be functional. So if you have mugs that, let's be honest, you are holding on to, but you never use, your cabinet needs some breathing room, and let's let those go. And since we're already in this cabinet, that's gonna lead me to the second thing that we can declutter today, which is travel coffee mugs. Not all of them, obviously, but any of the ones that you know you never use. All they're doing is stealing your space and making it harder to find the ones that you actually love. If you have one that leaks or just doesn't keep your coffee hot, why are you keeping it? It's time to purge those. So this one doesn't actually fit inside my cup holder in the car, so why do we have it? And this leads me to the next thing that we're gonna declutter, which is duplicates. We have two of the same, and honestly, neither of them are good, so they're both going, but we're also gonna find other duplicates. So if you have two potato mashers, why? Why do you need two potato mashers? Anything you have duplicates of, like can openers or those little gadgets, I'm gonna show you my duplicates. Are you ready? I know that I have them and they're just like, well, I never even use them. Oh, I purged them last time. I'm excited about that. I used to have a ton of these things. Sometimes we use these, I had like 20 of them. It was absurd. I don't know, people just, they buy them for me. Do I look like a person who needs these? Also, I got a pack at Costco that had like a whole bunch in them, and then I received more, these things that first of all rarely get used, but I feel like two, Dawn would say none. I'm gonna keep two, but I got rid of all the other duplicates. So I'm gonna search around my kitchen for anything else that I have duplicates of that can go. I have no idea what this weird knife is for, which means I've never used it, which means it can go. The next thing that you can declutter is cookbooks. A few years ago, I decluttered my many cookbooks and consolidated them all into one meal planning binder. I love this meal planning binder. You can just photocopy the ones or handwrite out the recipes that you like from the cookbooks. Get rid of the big cookbook and just keep a collection of all your favorites in one place. I feel like a meal planning recipe binder is a must-have. The next thing you can declutter is water bottles. You know you have some that you don't love, that just don't work. I have some that are just, why? Like this, one that I melted in the dishwasher. No one's using that. That can go. So inside my cabinet, I have this cute little organizer that we DIY'd for water bottles. It's just PVC pipe that we had cut down at the hardware store and we glued it all together. But why do I have extra? Like, this is an obnoxious amount of water bottles. So guess what? If they don't fit in here, they're not staying. Goodbye. It's got to go. Send shivers down my spine. But it's aching all the time. Friend, if you don't have a lid, you gotta go. You have a lid. Nope, you don't. Do you? Yes? All these are going, and this makes me very excited. The next thing that can go from your home is placemats, especially if you're not a placemat person. We used to have drawers filled with placemats, and we've never used a placemat. So I don't have any of those to declutter right now, but I do have these holiday dish towels from my mother-in-law. I'm so sorry, Mrs. A, but the truth is these are not the colors that I use for Christmas. I'm just keeping them out of guilt, and we don't keep guilty clutter, so those are gonna go. The next thing that can go is extra bakeware. If you're like me, you've got a lot of beautiful baking dishes as wedding gifts, but I do not use them all, and they make getting the ones I do use a lot harder. So I don't think these ones have ever been used. By the amount of crumbs in them, I don't think they've ever been used. But I will keep this, which we use all the time, and these lids, which go on the ones that we use all the time. The next thing that can go are wine glasses, or those specialty glasses that you know you have too many of. We don't even drink. So why I have more wine glasses than actual like drinking glasses is beyond me, because we also don't entertain. So I'm gonna keep some for when we have a few people who do drink wine come over, but a lot of these are gonna go. The next thing that you can declutter is, of course, expired food or the rotten stuff in your fridge. We just did this, which leads me to the very last thing, which is pens. I do this thing where I go inside the drawer where we keep our pens, and I'll try to write and it doesn't work, and I toss it back in the drawer to play like pen roulette the next time. Why do I do this? Please let me know in the comments below if you also do this and I am not alone. But I constantly am looking for like a good pen, but I'm never purging the ones that don't work. So I'm gonna take just a few minutes to test the pens and purge the bad ones right now. So now that we've decluttered, I'm gonna share some of my favorite kitchen organizing tips for you. And the first and my favorite is zoning your kitchen. This is something that sounds really simple, but a lot of the times we're not doing it. And what that means is, first of all, keeping all like items together, but creating zones for your kitchen where you use the stuff. So keeping your glasses and your plates above or close to the dishwasher, and your cutlery close to the dishwasher, keeping your spices beside your stove where you're actually using them. This is what zoning your kitchen is all about. So gathering all of the things that you use for a category and then finding a home close to where you use it. My next tip is taking advantage of the inside of your cabinet door. I'm just using some 3M hooks here to hang all the little measuring cups and things that I use when baking, so it's easy to grab and easy to put away. You can also use 3M strips to have little baskets inside here, maybe for gravy packets or spice packets that are easy to access. I've even seen people use 3M hooks to hold the lids to their pots right onside the door. This is like valuable real estate, so make sure that you're using it to your best ability. Speaking of valuable real estate, that leads me to my next tip, which is the space at the back. You know, we all have one or many of those cabinets that have this wasted space at the back or that are really deep. And I always get asked, how do you organize them? And that's why I love having bins and baskets. So keeping things contained, this is all like my baking little supplies, but I can easily pull it out to pull out the basket that's behind. So these are the things I rarely use, which is why it's fine to go in the back, but now there's no wasted space back there. I can easily just slide the basket back in and put this back for easy organization. My last organizing tip is one that I have to do myself. I say this all the time, but obviously I'm not taking my own advice, and that is, don't be afraid to move things around. Usually when we move into a home, we put things away, we're tired, we're exhausted, we're unpacking boxes, and that's where things stay forever, right? It's like, well, that's where the food storage containers go, so that's where they go. And for me, I have the smallest cabinet for food storage containers, so it's so hard to keep it organized. And I just realized, like, as I was coming up with these organizing tips, I always say to people, if something isn't working, don't be afraid to move things around. I have a cabinet on the other side where is actually where we prepare our leftovers and where we make the kids' lunches. Why am I not zoning that for the food storage containers? So I'm gonna take everything out of this cabinet and rearrange and create a new spot for my food storage containers so they can stay tidy and organized. Because I was able to store things with the lids on, I have so much more space. I was able to realize How many don't actually have lids? How many of my containers are completely useless? So all of this is going to. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you're feeling motivated to declutter and organize your kitchen today. I got rid of so much. I'm really proud of myself. I actually declutter this kitchen all the time. So the fact that I can find even more, hopefully will motivate you to dig deep and let go today. And don't forget to check out the playlist. I'm gonna put the link below to watch all the other people decluttering and organizing their kitchens in this amazing playlist. And stay tuned to next week for more clutter-free January videos. I'll see you then. Do you want these? Then okay, fine. If you keep one of those, is there one of these that can go? I actually like this Starbucks one. I know this one you use all the time.
Yeah, you gotta look
this one, it leaks because it doesn't close the...
I like this better than that.
Okay, good. Then let's get rid of this one.
Yeah. Because these are smaller too, right? They're tin. These ones actually are decent.
And this one.
What's that one? Let me see that one. You might be able to go too. I'd rather keep these ones than that one.
Deal. Deal.
Just these are better.
And also, this pizza cutter isn't sharp, and we have a good one.
But not my tomato knives, guys.
Is that what that is?
That's what that is. It's for slicing fruit and vegetables.
Oh my god. I literally was like, I have no idea what this knife is for, so it has to go.
It's cutting like citrus and tomatoes and stuff because it's got the serrated edges. You've purged all the other serrated knives, so we gotta keep one.
Well, now that I know what it's, this is for citrus and tomatoes. Fine.
We got one serrated.
Fine.
None of those. None of them.
And these are from your mom, but they're not my Christmas colors.
Oh, well, that's not allowed.
Hey guys, thanks so much for those of you who have stayed to the end. So I don't have a funny story, but I thought I would give an maybe interesting fact about myself. I have the memory of a gnat. Sometimes I wonder if I have like, I don't know, long-term brain damage or something because I don't remember anything. I'm reading a book right now. I can't tell you who the author is or what the title is. I never remember lyrics to songs. I'm like, I make them up and you know what I mean? It's just like, something. I'll sing along, but I don't know the lyrics. But I know every single word to Bohemian Rhapsody. And that's like the longest song ever. It's the only song besides Twinkle Twinkle Little Star that I know all the words to. I don't even know all the words to Christmas carols, but Bohemian Rhapsody, I can belt that sucker out at any time, at any moment. And I think I did in this video. See you guys next time.